Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Kevin Gausman. What do you have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
C.J. Abrams, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that just misses. Stays alive. There's a swing and a drive. Santander racing after it. And it stays fair. And that's a leadoff double.
Second, right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Right side, hard hit. Guerrero takes it to the bag. One out in the top of the first. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Up now for Washington, James Wood.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. That catches the corner. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
One down. Next to hit, Nathaniel Lowe. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Lowe, a former Gold Glove winner, batting in the cleanup spot, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's down and in.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Yeah, that's too high. Wood leads off first with one away. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Ground ball left side, could be two. On to second, they get one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and our pitcher in this game, Mackenzie Gore.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first, and here's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one just missed off the outside edge. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses. 3 balls and a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one the other way. Puts it away for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Big-time power. First pitch, not close. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Cruz moving under this one, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Springer on the run. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
That one missing inside. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season. In the dirt. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring. Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Will Wagner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs with a runner at third. 2 outs. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top of the second. Here's Josh Bell.
The designated hitter, Josh Bell.
Gosman back to work. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette. And quickly one away in the second. And now it's Luis Garcia. And there's a foul ball. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, throws from his knees, and very nicely done for the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering upstairs.
Careful.
Ground ball right side. Guerrero. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Washington, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom half of inning number 2. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. That one fouled off. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Late swing fouled off. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to low. And 2 away now.
Batting 7, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that skips in the dirt.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and it remains 1-0. Back now in Toronto. Top half of the third inning. Digging in, Jose Tena. First pitch misses.
1-0.
This one in the air, center field. Lucas sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Batting 9, center fielder.
Now, Jacob Young. Close, but call the ball. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
1 out, base is empty. That's in there. Now 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one just missing inside. Full count now. Struck him out looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
So the batting order turns over, and now here's the Nationals leadoff man, C.J. Abrams. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Throws to first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they lead it 1-0. As we go to the last of the third, and now Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Yeah, that's fouled off.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Fouled off down the right side. On the ground, right side. Low. Steps on the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Center fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one hammered. Young makes his way towards it. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2. One out and a runner at second. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hammered. Could be extra bases. Tying run is in to score from second. Now in time, it's a double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
One out, runner at second. Bobachek gets a chance to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Fastball for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Here comes Springer around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 2-1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Man at first with one gone. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick out. Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Out of here! And they add to their lead. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Now, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And here is Will Wagner. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. A little bit low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Two outs. Lifted in the air, right center field. Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Nats 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Dylan Cruz. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Guerrero settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. One up, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. RBI single his last time up. Foul ball there. Now he breaks his bat, and that's a foul ball. The Nationals trailing by 3, top half of inning number 4. Up and in, and a count 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and it's 2-2. Got him looking for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Late swing, foul to the left. Short hop liner, handled it short. Fires over to Guerrero. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly, and they trail it 4-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Inside, 1-0.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Man at first, Andres Jimenez. Next up for the Blue Jays. Ball 1, no strikes.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And that is out of play. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And that one hit to first. One at second. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time up. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Clement measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2017. Right through there for a strike. Out to center. Young under it. He's got it. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Nats 1. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Josh Bell. Gosman back to work. Pulls that one foul.
Well, these Nats just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And a 1-1. Fouled off left side. Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice running catch. And a couple of quick outs
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's carrying, and it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. Fly to center his first time. Line drive, makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nationals lead 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And it's fouled away. Next pitch is downstairs. High fly ball out to center field. Garcia corrals it, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
It appears Dave Martinez is ready to dive into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Mackenzie Gore out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Lucas Sims.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So the lineup flips over. Here's George Springer. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Fought off foul. And the sweeper misses for a ball. And strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Bichette at the plate now. That's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 62 looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Number 68 getting loose as well. Off the mark there. 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
And another ball.
3-0.
There's a strike. 95 of that one. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Santander up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. Bichette off of first with 2 away. This to 3rd. They take the force out, and that is the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they lead it 4-1. Back now in Toronto. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. And ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. 1 up, 1 down.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Here's C.J. Abrams now, 1 for 2. And the first offering is not close. And that one fouled off. The Blue Jays leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Off the mark there. The count now 2-2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Springer makes the grab for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Cruz now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Now batting left fielder James Wood.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. First pitch misses.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Gausman throws over. Cruz dives back in safely. The 1-0. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. On the ground, right side. Fires to first on the run, and that's a nice play to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Nats 1. Bottom of the sixth inning, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023, even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Activity in the Washington bullpen. Zach Brixey up and loosening in the pen. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. That one not close. 2-1. That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Now batting, catcher, Alejandro.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That one pushed foul. Next pitch is outside. And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. And delivers outside.
1-0.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball inside, and it's 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And they're all loaded up.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Lucas Sims gives way, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. Number 68 will take over here.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Got him swinging on the curveball, and there's 2 down.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. And that one fouled off. Wagner on third. Kirk at second. Jimenez on at first with 2 down. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Nats 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Goes down looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Headed towards the corner. Santander snags it, and there's 2 away.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Garcia in the box again, takes a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Jimenez. Off balance throw in time. And that is that. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail it 6-1. And we're back, bottom of the seventh, and now it's going to be George Springer. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one for strike two.
1 and 2.
Center field. Young on the move. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo.
Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. The shortstop takes a ball. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that's in the dirt.
No strike.
Two outs. That one in there across the letters. And that's outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. That is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They lead it though 6-1. Back here at Rogers Center at the plate, Keibert Ruiz.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Sandlin, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And that's way high, and it's 2-0. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That's too low, and the count is 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
3 and 2.
And they'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting, third
Jose
baseman,
Tena
Jose
digging in for the
Tena.
Nationals. That's a hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Nick Sandlin.
Number 52.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1. Ball. One ball.
Tena, the
one
runner at
strike.
first with one gone in the inning.
Ball. 2-1.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Tena around third. The throw is
Hey,
offline, and he's
there.
in to score. It's 6-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
One out, runner at second. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 1 for 3. Line to left. That's a hit. Coming home. The throw in. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man at second with one away. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And that one's a little bit low. 3 balls, no strikes. And that one clips the corner. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, left fielder James Wood.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Nick Sandlin departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Brendan Little gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 54. Brendan Little.
2 on, 1 out. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. First pitch just misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
The tying run at the plate. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And the count even 1-1. Tying run at the plate. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
Now, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 3 in this one.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. The other way. Whips it to first on the run. Oh, he botches it.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors, free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning, and that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
So bases all loaded up. Josh Bell digging in for the Nationals. A switch hitter batting right. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Two outs. And a curve misses outside. And a count 1-2. Hammered on the line, base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score, and it's a 1-run game.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Really important at bat coming up now.
And here is Luis Garcia.
No,
first
that's a ball.
pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Into the bullpen and gone. He muscles that one out of here. It's 8-6. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boog. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now, who knows how to end? He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brendan Little won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher now for the Jays, Eric Swanson.
Number 50, Eric Swanson.
Here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And strike one to the catcher. Foul ball. Misses off the inside. 1-2 to count. And a foul ball. He stays alive. This one popped up. Bichette on his way over. Brings it in. And that'll do it. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 8 and the Blue Jays 6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Derek Law.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Will Wagner. And fouled off. Guerrero aboard here at first with nobody out. Squirts away a little bit, and the runner stays where he is. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. That's a really good take.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And we're starting over. It's 8-8. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Line to right, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Derek Law done for the afternoon, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Jose A. Ferrer.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
No outs, runner at first. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Zach Brixey looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Runner on the go. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the runner holds.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now here is Ernie Clement. Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Leo Jimenez, a runner on first with two gone for him. And that one upstairs, ball one. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Late swing, fouled off. Line drive, that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. And that is out of play. Go-ahead run at second. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the grab, and that is the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. All even now at 8 apiece. Back after this on the show. Now into the ball game on defense, Jonathan Clase. He'll be patrolling center field. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals.
Third baseman, Jose Tena.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And a quick out, number one.
center fielder, Jacob Young.
So up next, Jacob Young. First offering, and it just misses. Activity in the bullpen. Tommy Nance, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Hoffman getting cranked up as well. And that one is lifted in the air. Springer sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Out number 2. And now C.J. Abrams. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now up for Washington, Dylan Cruz. Inside, almost got him. Fouled off. He was late. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Two outs. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 2-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Zach Brixey.
Now pitching for Washington, number 66, Zach Brixey.
And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Jorge Lopez looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. The changeup missing. 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Two balls, two strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Santander in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Ball 1 there.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
swings and misses. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fair ball. Around second is Bichette. Heading for the plate. Relay throw. Across is the winning run. A walk-off win in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, it's always great when you've got pretty good speed over there at first base. Somebody that can score all the way around the bases. What a tremendous swing and execution by both the batter and the base runner for this walk-off win.
And the final here today, 9-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.